The one that has money shows off money, but the one that is intelligent is shown by their intelligence. Welcome to section 19 of chapter 6 of the Holy Quran. Chapter 6 is Surah Al-An'am, the surah named after cattle. Namshi. Kul ta'alu adlu ma harama rabakum alaykum. Say, come ta'alu. I will rehearse atlu, what God hath really prohibited from you. Ma harama Allahu alaykum. What God has prohibited from you. The brain is, the memory is full. All right. We have brackets there. Come, I will rehearse what God hath. Really is in brackets. Really is in bracket. It's in brackets. What God hath prohibited from you. I remove the brackets, and that's what it will read. That's how it will read. Okay. Alaikum. Allah tashkuru bihi shay'an. Allah, and not illa here. Here is illa. It's not illa, it's Allah. Allah tashkuru bihi. Not to join, or join not anything with him. That is what God has forbidden them. Ma harama alaykum. Not to join anything with him, God. That's the very first thing that God dislikes most. To join other gods with him. وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Oh, I'm looking for the English side. Be good to your parents. Be good to your parents. In the Arabic, the walidaini means the two people who gave birth to you. The two people who gave birth to you. Your mother and your father. In other words, your mother and your father. But of course, when it comes to English, it is better translated as parents, your parents. Be good to your parents. يوالدين إحسانا ولا تقتلوا أولادكم من إملاق ولا تقتلوا أولادكم من إملاق من إملاق. Kill not your children. أولادكم لا تقتلوا. Kill not your children on a plea of want. Min imlakin. Imlakin is here interpreted as a plea of want. Nanu nurzukukum wa iyahum. Nanu nurzukukum wa iyahum. We shall provide for you and them. Them whom? Your parents. Your children. Your children. We provide sustenance. Okay, I'm reading from the text now. We provide sustenance for you and for them, your children. These are part of the prohibitions. Not to join gods, not to kill your children. And I think let's go to the third one. ولا تقربوا الفواحش ما ظهر منها وما بطن. Come not nigh to indecent deeds. Al-fahisha. Indecent deeds. Mm. Uh, oh my God. ولا تقربوا الفحشاء ما ظهر منها وما بطن. Indecent deeds that are open and that are secret. Mm. Whether open or secret, come not nigh to indecent deeds, whether open or secret. Ma zahara wa ma batana. ولا تقتلوا نفسا التي حرم الله إلا بالحق or إلا بالحق. Do not take of life unjustifiable unless it's with justice. Okay, let's go to the text. Take not life which God hath made sacred, except by way of justice and law. Let me read it again. ولا تقتلوا نفسا التي حرم الله إلا بالحق. Sacred is harama. Sacred. Harama is interpreted as sacred. It's sacred actually. Take not life which God hath made sacred, except by way of justice and law, and that is illa bilhaq. Zalikum wasaakum bihi. Zalikum wasaakum bihi la'allakum tatakilun. Not tata is takilun. La'allakum takilun. Zalikum wasaakum bihi la'allakum takilun. Or takiluna. Thus doeth he God, command you that ye may learn wisdom. Takilu, that you may learn wisdom. It's here, takilun here is interpreted as that you may learn wisdom. Let's see how many notes there are. We have notes 976, 977, 976, and 977. These are the two notes. Two notes to sign 151. Let's go to 976. What is it against? It's against I will rehearse what God hath prohibited you from. I will rehearse what God hath prohibited you from. 976. Instead of following pagan superstitions and being in constant terror of imaginary taboos and prohibitions, we should study the true moral law whose sanction is God's law. Whose sanction is God's law. Full stop. The first step is that we should recognize that He is the one. He here refers to God, that God is the one and only Lord and cherisher. And only Lord and cherisher, full stop. The mention of goodness to parents immediately afterwards suggests one. Suggests one. That God's love of us and care for us may dash on an infinitely higher plane be understood by our ideal of parental love, which is purely unselfish. of our parental love, which is purely unselfish, then two, mm, that our first duty among our fellow creatures is to our father and mother, very important, mm, whose love leads us to the conception of divine love. Full stop. Arising from that is the conception of our converse duties to our children, comma, is it full stop? To our children, comma, God provides sustenance. God provides sustenance in brackets or into brackets, material and spiritual. God subsists, God provides material and spiritual sustenance. In other words, not only for us, but for them. Indeed, you see a child lying down, you think he has no brains. You see him as only body. But this verse is telling us that, this commentary is telling us there is spiritual connotation that the child has that you don't know. Spiritual sustenance, not only for us, but for them. Hence, any custom like the pagan custom of sacrificing children to Moloch stands condemned. Full stop. Moloch is spelled Moloch. Well, I cannot siphon what it means now. I don't know. Maybe viewers may know what it means. Moloch. Sacrificing children to Moloch stands condemned. I think Moloch is an idol. Viewers, you can find out for yourself. To Moloch stands condemned. Full stop. Then come the moral prohibitions against lewdness and all unseemly acts. Lewdness and all unseemly acts. You know what that means, unseemly acts. Relating to sex, or otherwise open or secret. Relating to sex or otherwise open or secret. Open lewdness. You see a woman moving and in public you love her, you just go and be embracing her. In public, people do it. Eh, or somebody go, you don't know, a woman go, you go and embrace her, and start uh, drawing electric currents from her. That's lewdness. Mm. What is the other word used here? Unseemly acts. And that's open. Secret is when you sit somewhere and another woman sitting somewhere, without, then when you ask me, then you eye her, and people do it. That's secret. So she doesn't know, and nobody knows. Mm. Uh, we've done it before. May God forgive us. Or many of us have done it before. May God forgive us. Relating to sex or otherwise, relating to sex or otherwise, whether open or secret. Here is open or secret. Full stop. This is followed by prohibition of killing. Thou shalt not kill. When we say the Quran is an extension of the old revelations, people don't understand. So do not kill. Unjustifiably. If one takes off life, the life of that person can be taken by law, and that is divine. Followed by prohibition of killing, full stop. All these things are comfortable to our own interests, and therefore true wisdom from our own point of view. True here is TRUE, and not the other through TH. This is true, TRUA, true wisdom from our own point of view. And that is note 976 to stand 151. Let's go to the next note, the second note to that sign, 977. What is it against? It's against by way of justice and law. Uh, take not life. Okay, it's just an extension of this. Well, let's go and see. It's an extension of do not kill. 977. For the comprehensive word hack, yes, hack. Uh, it's not just true. Mm. It's not bad. It's not just true, but justice. But justice. I have used the commentator is talking now. I have used the one who made the note is now talking. I have used the two words justice and law. Very good. So hack is not just true, but justice and law, as in the Arabic side. Justice and law. Uh, Other significations implied are right. Yes, that's what most of us know. Right. Truth. Most of us know that. Right. Truth. What is becoming? What is unbecoming? No, 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 no. Let me take it again. Other significations implied are colon, right, comma, truth, comma, what is becoming, comma, etc. Full stop. It's not only that human life is sacred, but all life is sacred. Indeed, indeed. You want to kill a fowl, it's sacred. You have to pronounce the name of God because it's sacred. You do not give life to the fowl. Mm. But most of us don't know. Okay, but all life is sacred, full stop. Even as killing animals for food, a dedicatory formula in the name of God, in brackets, that formula is in the name of God, that dedicatory formula in the name of God has to be employed to make it lawful. See note 698 to chapter 4 to chapter 5, sign 4, and note 962 to chapter 6, sign 138. So, like I said before, you don't just get a foul and then squeeze the neck, throw it away. People do it. And when it comes out, when it comes out, you go and grab your thing and go and smile and remove the feather. And no, you don't do that. That is primitive. Mm. That hasn't been done with any dedicatory invocation of the name of God. You say Allahu Akbar, or you say Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. In the name of God, God is the greatest. Imagine that some other higher being were to hold you and squeeze your neck, and you come down there, he will tell you swine. How would you feel? People kill and say swine. Mm. Okay, not only in the army, but in public life, in civil life. Uh, okay, and then that's note 977, second note to sign 152. Let's go to sign 153. These are prohibitions continued. ولا تقربوا مال اليتيم إلا بالتي هي أحسن. Let's wait there. Let's stop there. And come not nigh, NIGH, it's all English, and not come not nigh to the orphan's property, mal al yatima, except to improve it, except to prove it, illa billati ahsanu. Mm. If don't take out, don't take out the money of, don't misuse the money of the orphan, except that by misusing it, you add something to it, or even not misusing, but by a means by which some more will be added to it. Yes, in that case, it's okay. If you take off orphan's money to do business, and then you return that money plus the profit of the business to the orphan, then you will get 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 1 That is allati ahsanu. That is improving it, except to improve it. Uh, hatta balagal, hatta balaga ashaduhu, until he attains adulthood. Hatta balaga ashudahu, mm, until he attained the age of full strength. Until he attained the age of full strength. Semicolon. Mm. We go to another prohibition or another command. Uh-huh. Oh. وَأُوفُوا الْكَيْلَ وَالْمِيزَانَ بِالْقِسْطِ. وَأُوفُوا الْكَيْلَ وَالْمِيزَانَ بِالْقِسْطِ. Weigh justly and measure justly. In other words, okay, let's go to the test. Give measure, no, give measure and weight. Give measure and weight with full justice. Full is in brackets. Without it, it reads, give measure and weight with justice. Then we come to a popular saying here in the Quran. La yukalifu nafsan. No, la yukallifu nafsan illa wus'aha. La yukallifu nafsan illa wus'aha. No burden do we place on any soul but that which it can bear. So all that these contrary measures is giving us to avoid prohibitions, we must bear because we can bear it. He, God, has made us, and He knows that we can bear it. So He doesn't burden any soul with anything except that that soul can bear it. He doesn't make you lose your wife except that you must be able to bear that loss, or your husband, let alone your pet, cat or dog. You must, you will bear. So yeah, la yukallifu Allahu nafsan illa wus'aha. Allah is not the la yukallifu illa wus'aha. We do not burden any soul. No soul do we place, no burden do we place on any soul but which it can bear. Illa wus'aha. وإذا قلتم وإذا قلتم فاعدلوا فاعدلوا ولو كان ذا قربى. اعدلوا ولو كان ذو القربى, or is it ذا القربى? Yeah. ولو كان ذا قربى فاعدلوا ولو كان ذا قربى. وإذا قلتم, when we say to you, whenever we speak, whenever ye speak, sorry, not to you, whenever ye speak, but is kultum, whenever ye speak, speak justly. When, even if a near relative is concerned, when you speak, when you speak on justice, speak justly. When you speak justly. When you speak concerning justice, dispute, or anything, do it justly, even if it's a near relative. A judge in the courtroom, and they bring somebody to court, and that court is the uncle's child's mother. Or should I go further? Or the uncle's child's mother's brother, something like that. Then they just and then right, so acquitted and just discharged. People don't understand, but they don't know that that person is the relation of the judge, except the judge and except God Himself. And maybe a few people. There are hidden relations. So Speak justly, even if a near relative is concerned, and that is a near relative. Mm, mm. Uh, Zulkurba, Zulkurba. Uh, وبعهد الله أوفوا وبعهد الله أوفوا and fulfill the covenant of God. Fulfill the covenant of God. بعهد الله أوفوا ذلكم وصاكم به لعلكم تذكرون. Thus doeth he command you that ye may remember. He, God, command you that ye may remember. We have a note there, note 978, concerning covenants of God. 978. We are told to refer to chapter 5, sign 1, and note 682. We will find there. We shouldn't do it because, like always, we are going to find the same uh, phrase there, covenant of God, or explained there. So viewers can do it in their leisure time. Let's go to the next sign. No, no, no. Yeah, let's go to the next sign, which is sign 153. وإن هذا no وإن yeah وإن هذا صراط المستقيما فاتبعوه وإن هذا صراط المستقيم فاتبعوه, and that is the straight path. Follow it. That is the straight path. Follow it. Verily, this is my way leading straight. I'm going to interpretation now. Interpretation now. I was saying it from my blockhead. Okay. Or block, yeah, from a blockhead. Verily, this is my way leading straight. Follow it. But in Haza Sirat, when Haza Sirati, I didn't see it. It's rather Sirati, my way. Haza Sirati Mustaqiman fa itabu'uhu. So follow it. Wala tatabi'u wala tatabi'u as-sublu. Wala tatabi'u as-subla. Fatafakkara. No. Yes. Fatafakkara. Fatafakkaraka. Fatafaraka. Farikun. Pattern or scatter. To in separate parts. Fatafaraka bikum an sabilihi, from his way, from God's way. Wala tatabi'u as-subla fatafaraka bikum an sabilihi. Follow not other paths. They may scatter you about from his path, and that's fatafaraka an sabilihi, his path. Tafaraka, scatter you. Separate, go and separate ways, in a separate way from his. If you follow other ways, you'll be derailed from the way of God. You will go a separate way. That's scatter here, scatter from his path. Zalikum wasaakum bihi la'allakum tatakuna. Thus doeth he command you that ye may be righteous. Do you compare it to the other ending? Yes, here. Sign 151. It says, Zalika wasaakum bihi la'allakum ta'kilun. And that is the ending of 151. If we come here to the ending of 153, it is Zalikum wasaakum bihi la'allakum tatakun. So from ta'kilun to tatakun. And tatakun here is you may be righteous. Mm, mm. From learning wisdom to being righteous, all good attributes. Mm. The note to reach is 979. It's against being righteous. 979. 979. Uh, Note again the triple refrain from with variations. Note again the triple refrain with variations, comma. In six, okay, it's even there. In 6, 1, 5, 1, okay. Even there are three. Even there are three, yes. Uh, in Surah 6 or chapter 6, 151, 152, and 153. So we are asked to note the reference with variations in these three signs. In verse 5151, we have the moral law, which it is for our own good, for our own good to follow. Mm. Thus doeth he command you, that ye may learn wisdom. In verse 152, we have to deal justly and rightly with others. Mm. We are apt to think too much of ourselves and forget others. Mm. Uh, Thus doeth he command you, that ye may remember. That doeth command you, that you may remember. 5:2, I think, and I think that is Yatazakarun. Let's see, and yes, Tazakarun, that ye may remember. Mm. Uh, I think it's good noting it down. This is the second time we did it before somewhere. Mm. Uh, I forget a lot. Mm. Okay, that ye may remember. Uh, let's go to now 153 now. Uh, we have to deal with we have to deal justly and doeth we command, that you may remember. Yeah. In verse 153, our attention is called to the straight way, the way of God, the only way that leads to righteousness. So these words are there. Takilun, Yatazakarun, and then Tatakun. Mm. Takilun being wisdom, that you may gain wisdom. Yatazakarun, that you may remember. And then Tatakun, that you may be righteous or you may be fearful of God. Mm. Okay. We salute the commentator, honorable commentator. Mm. Uh, Thus doeth he command you, that ye may be righteous. Okay, I think that's it. And that's note 979 to sign 153 to sign 153. Let's go to the last sign of the section, and that's section 19. Mm. ثم آتينا موسى الكتاب تماما على الذي أحسن وتفصيلا على الذي أحسن وتفصيلا لكل شيء. Moreover, ثم we gave Moses the book, أتينا موسى الكتاب, completing into brackets our favor, completing our favor is in brackets, completing our favor to those who would do right. تماما على الذين أحسن وتفصيلا لكل شيء وتفصيلا لكل شيء, and explaining all things in detail. Dash, we haven't gotten the dash, a guide and a mercy, that they might believe in the meeting with their Lord. We haven't gotten there that yet. Wahuda, Wahuda wa rahmatun. Wahuda wa rahmatan. Wahuda wa rahmatan. A guide and mercy. Huda, guide. Rahmatan, mercy. La'allakum wala bilikai bilikai rabbihim la'allahum bilikai rabbihim yu'minun. Yu'minun. That they might believe in the meeting with their Lord, lilikai rabbihim, in the meeting of their Lord, they might believe in the meeting of their Lord. So all these prohibitions and their uh, antidotes, let me call it so, and their measures to stop them are for us to remember the meeting of our Lord. Mm. And there is a note to read, note 980. 980. It is explaining all things. كل شيء تفصيلا لكل شيء, explaining all things. Let's go there. 980. Note 980. The revelation to Moses went into the details of people's lives, and thus served as a practical guide to the Jews and after them to the Jews and after them to the Christians. Full stop. Admittedly, the message delivered by Christ dealt with general principles only and in no way with details. Yes. The message of Islam, as in the Quran, is the next complete guide in point of time after that of Moses. So you see, it's a line, straight line from Moses to Christ to Muhammad, and even before Moses, Abraham. From Abraham to Moses to Christ to Muhammad, alayhim salam. May peace be on all of them. Mm. Uh, I thought we should go to the place some of the references that we've been taught, but I think it's not necessary. So let's skip that and stop with the message until we come in our next episode to begin section 20. And 155 begins section 20. So until we come in our next episode to sign 155 of section 20 of chapter 6 of the Holy Quran. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Au revoir. May God be with you all.